Alright guys, well, welcome to the Aracom 84's review of For Honor. This of course is the beta that was released in January, and I've been playing it for roughly 2.5 days now, and it's not a bad game. So I'm just going to run through things. Feel free to comment and share or like or whatever. I'm not a pro, of course, so this is just a really basic gamer's review of this game. I'm not a pro, or I don't have any sponsors or anything like that, so I'm not doing it for that. I'm just giving people who might be interested in purchasing the game and didn't get their hands on the beta and are just the average gamer. Well, I guess the first thing I should say is the gameplay. Look, the gameplay is great. Obviously, you've got different types of games. You've got your 4v4 domination, 1v1 duel, 2v2 brawl, and you've got these areas here, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the 1v1 duels, personally my favourite. Not having any mates that have got the beta, that's probably the one I spent the most amount of time doing, and I really enjoyed doing that. Inside the game, it's really, the actual gameplay itself is very easy to get good at. It's not very difficult at all to master, but it is hard to become awesome. So easy to get okay at, but really difficult to master this game, I should say. So if you want to give it some time, I'm sure you become good. I'm getting better slowly. There's a lot of people out there that are already awesome at the game and absolutely whack me. But look, there's a lot of guys out there that have been playing the game obviously non-stop on the beta, and they're just legends at it. So it's good, even if you're a noob at it and you've only just picked up the game. Look, the first time I got on the 4v4 field, I got a kill straight up. So yeah, it wasn't very hard at all. This, I suppose, is the next part. I guess I should talk about is this system here. It's like a kind of like a campaign map kind of thing, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, territory faction map kind of thing. It's pretty good. It's a good system. Every 7 hours it uploads or something like that, and the squares, as you can see, change. It's a good idea in theory, but I'm not really sure if it matters to me. I know you can go into the tactical view of it all and you can see what's going on, but I don't know what those territories attacked, territories defended, I don't know what those bars mean, or what the basic idea is behind that, or how you really manipulate that. Every time the 7 hours goes, it changes, and territories are gained and lost. But you can see in the corner there, you've got the strongholds or the castles or whatever. I'm not really sure if all of those territories were to be lost. What would that mean if they were gained? You got up to the really important part, and you had to defend your stronghold. I'm not really sure what it means, or what that kind of implies. So I know there's obviously, you can see territories per faction. You can see the plussing up the top there, up the right hand corner, and you can see until the next turn. It's a good idea, but I'm not invested in it. I don't understand it. I don't know I'm hopeless at maths, so I don't know what those numbers mean or whatever. I'm sure over time I'd get it and I'd be into it. But again, even if you are into it, like, what does that mean? Do you have to go and attack that one spot and win as many times as you can to gain it and to get it? And it just doesn't seem like it's trying to get you engrossed in the game or whatever, but it doesn't engage me that much. I think it's a bit of it needs working, that system. The gameplay graphics are awesome. Look, most games these days are. There's not really much to talk about in that. I mean, it's no Battlefield 1 or Battlefront for that matter, but it is pretty good. There are, obviously the heroes themselves are pretty awesome. You've got these 12 heroes, and Ubisoft have gone to a lot of trouble to make them really, really customizable. Obviously, you can see these 3 ones here. They're it says easy, so it's got Vanguard, easy, Warden, adaptable, straightforward. So I've played a lot with him. As you can see, he's level 12, and you can customize them, which is pretty cool. So you can go into them and look at the helmet, and obviously I've got a new helmet there, and there's buffs and things that it adds and subtracts and things like that. Is it noticeable in the game? No. It's kind of like Destiny, where all perks and buffs of your equipment are sort of made equal. So when you're in the game, it doesn't matter whether you got a level 4 or a level 1 item on your weapon or your armor. It all means the same, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the way that they've gone for. Maybe that's just for the beta. I'm not sure if they're going to release a new one for the I'll just dismantle. So obviously with these as well, you can dismantle, upgrade, equip, whatever you want to do, and you get cash. There's a cash system, there's a currency, obviously, and you can purchase new armor and things like that. But you can see obviously the customization of the character itself is pretty cool. The abilities also too are pretty cool. You can see in there each hero has different feats, different execution styles, and different emotes. I don't know what there's a square there that's not available. Doesn't come up with what that's for. Obviously also too, the appearance is a massive thing as well. So you can change what kind of patterns they've got on them, or the symbols that that are on each player, each hero, which is awesome to see and awesome to look at. They've gone into a lot of detail, and I love that, and I think it's great. But the big question is, will this game last in terms of longevity? I don't know. I can't answer that at the moment. I think there is a one-player campaign on this game. There definitely hasn't been a campaign in the beta, but if there was, I really can't see it being something that's going to interest me too much. I'm really here for the multiplayer sort of stuff. A lot of my mates need that single player game to be invested into a game, and then they might play the multiplayer. I'm the opposite. I'd go for the multiplayer. If my mates were going to get into it, I'd probably buy it, but at this stage, I don't know. I don't think it's going to keep me. Playing it 2.5 days, and I'd probably keep playing it for another week or two, but would I keep playing it for a long time? I don't know. It's tough to tell, tough to say, but ultimately I don't think so. There's quite a lot. It's quite a lot to it. Getting into the game, like I was saying before, it's easy to get okay at. You can pick up the basics very easily if you use one of the easy heroes. But when you've gone up to these guys, so the assassins, and you play them at hard, or the assassin class, or the heavy class, or the vanguard, or whatever, there's a lot going on. I mean, this hybrid hard Nobushi, or whatever you want to say, however you want to pronounce it, that class absolutely kicks ass. The kids come in and they absolutely annihilate me on that one. They're too quick. But again, look, I've taken them down before. It's a good game. It's not bad from that matter. But like I said before, will this have the longevity of, say, Battlefield or ESO or Destiny? No, I don't think so. The complexity isn't there. I'm 2 days into it, and I've pretty much got my head wrapped around it. I mean, besides, the only thing that I'm really confused about is obviously this territory perfection thing, but I mean, that comes pretty quickly anyway. So and again, I don't think they've invested right for this. Maybe they might fix that up from the beta. Maybe that might be something that they could work on, but I don't think Ubisoft are really going to change too much. So overall, look, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7. But again, would I buy it? It'd have to be a 9 or a 10 for me to buy it, and I don't think I will. If it's cheap, maybe pick it up. Yeah, maybe play it when I'm a little bit bored. But look, I'm too busy with Battlefield and whatnot. Look, anyway, thanks very much for my really, really poor, bad review of the beta. Like I said, comment, thoughts. Please don't go too hard on me if you actually know what that territories per faction stuff means. I'm sure I could work it out, like I said, but I just haven't really spent too much time worrying about it. But yeah, again, please let me know what you think. Let's have a chat, and stay cool. All right.